What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live event. As the title suggests, we're down to the last 4 knives of the original group of 20. Let me shut this ad off here real quick. So here's what's left in the pouches. I'm just going to tell you guys, and then you guys can inform chat as you wish, or I'll kind of do it as the population increases. There are 4 left. I know for a fact there are still 2 premium knives in there because you guys haven't drawn those 2 yet. You drew all my premium knives at the beginning. I had to keep putting more premium ones in there. So there's 4 pouches. There's going to be 2 winners tonight. Here's the fairest way to do it. If you win tonight, I'm separating the pouches, so no matter what, you get 1 budget to mid-range knife and 1 premium knife. That way nobody, I mean, I'd feel bad if like one person got both the premium knives and you know what I mean? Like we're down to the last 4. So I'll separate them into 2 groups of 2. You pick 1 from each group. Obviously, that'll be the first person. The second person will just get what's left. But either way, if your name is drawn, you're getting a premium knife. You're getting one. Yeah, that's just the live stream quality is so much better now with this new phone. I love this phone. This phone is amazing. The Galaxy S23 Ultra. This is what's given us 4K, not tonight, but during regular videos. That's what improved the live stream. It's what improved the audio quality. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And the 500 gigs of storage is very nice for trying to edit and all that. I mean, the channel is run 95% off loading. I'm going to reload my live stream. Okay. And we are upside down. Alrighty, that's weird. Give me a second here. That shouldn't be the case. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Everybody good? Are we good? Sorry about that. Little earthquake there. Not really. That was random. I was just like, my phone's so great. It just dies immediately. This phone is amazing. Just little tiny mushroom cloud like out of the screen. Arshier says, don't say you're sorry, just don't do it again. That's fair enough. Okay. What? All right. Yeah, I'll get to the Microtechs, I promise. Yeah, let's talk about that fixed blade. So I don't get a hankering often for a fixed blade, but I saw that Demco released the free reign in MagnaCut, and it's made in the USA. Hey, Doc. Jacko really gifted 10 Metal Complex memberships. Thank you very much. Say thank you to Doc there. That's great. Thank you. So this is a USA MagnaCut Demco fixed blade. And listen, for me, this is about as perfect as it gets for a fixed blade. This fits my hand absolutely perfectly. Got that nice rubber grip, which I really like in a fixed blade. I've come to enjoy a rubber grip because it feels better. It feels less slippery, right? I mean, for what I'm going to actually do with it, which is pretty much anything. And then we have this beautifully polished MagnaCut blade. This is 100% made in the USA. It was a $200 fixed blade, but to me it was well worth it. And this is going to replace my ZT for my truck knife. ZT got a little bit of use as the truck knife. It's going to go in my toolbox where it will continue to get used randomly. Like I use all the fixed blades. All of my fixed blades sit in my toolbox in my garage because they all get used equally. It doesn't really matter to me if they're expensive fixed blades or not. I just kind of think of fixed blades as different. They're not, you know, they're not folding knives, so I don't treat them exactly the same way. But the Demco is going to be the truck knife. He's my boy. Demco Free Reign is, yeah, you know, I think he would be smart to do a larger one too. Like, this is a really great size for me, but I think it would be cool to do like a 7-inch version of it. That's a 5-inch blade. The Rockstead's fine. It still gets used. It just doesn't have a tip, you know? I need a lanyard on that free rein. I don't know what I'd use the lanyard for. Demco does make a good blade. I can tell that thing is sharpened exactly the same way as my American 8020. And the polish on it is so nice. It's on the bottom right. The PMP Titano, which I finally got an extra screw for. PMP Titano all blacked out. Monstrous, super inconvenient knife, but I'll tell you what, if you like big, crazy fixed blades, or not fixed blades, folding knives, that'll do it. That's a fun one. It's like a Strider with gamma radiation applied. That's ugly. It is. That's a shovel. It is. It's an ugly shovel knife. That's why I like it. The Hectare. I mean, listen, guys. CJRB made a budget bug out alternative. I mean, there's no way around it. That's essentially what this is. I'm not gonna call it a copy because I don't believe that the bug out can be copied. The bug out is essentially the culmination of all practical knives morphed into one knife, so you can't say that anything's a copy of something that is literally that. But for people who look at the bug out and go, holy crap, that's way too much money, here it is, guys. This is it. AR RPM 9. The only thing I wish they would have changed is the position of the opening hole. This area needs to be carved out to accommodate for access to that hole. Because it's the only real means of deployment other than using the access bar. But it is very good. I just... You know, CJRB, I wish you would have asked me first before you designed this. That's so pompous. I'm sorry. But, like, look where they put this. Like, don't... It's fine. You can still access it. You just have to dig just a little bit. But it is very good. And, I mean, can I complain? I mean, given the price, it's cool. It's cool. I'm sure that they'll see a lot of success. You know, it's so inexpensive. Dremel that out, man, I might. Honestly, they should have just killed this. We don't need that lock-in that bad. Like, if you just kill this bump right here, oh man, you're gold. You know what? They should have just killed it on one side. Then you'd still have those, you know? Can you kick it out this way? Yeah, you can. You can. They should make a thumb stud version, but then probably the reason they didn't is because then it's literally the bug out. All right, let's talk about these Microtechs. First of all, LUDT. You guys, of course, right? You guys know I have all three of them, right? The new LUDT is absolutely sick. It's so cool, man. Such a nice look. Beautiful, beautiful blade, everything. Unfortunately, they did decide, you know, well, you know what we should do? We should definitely put that big paragraph on there. Now, listen, I got these from Microtech. I paid for them, but, like, I finally can talk directly with Microtech, and that's fine. But I did pay for these knives. Yeah, they put the paragraph on there. The reason I'm telling you that is I don't want anybody to think like, oh, now he's in cahoots with Microtech, so he's not going to say anything bad. You're wrong. The LEDT, awesome. The new Combat Troodon. Oh my God, is this thing amazing? It's amazing. And let me tell you, the ability, watch this. You guys ready? I can do this with my index finger. This thing is so much easier to fire, but they sacrificed 0 power. I mean that. This thing fires with all the ferocity. It feels so high quality, it is ridiculous. The pocket clip, beautiful. I'm even coming around to the ball bearing thing. This area, magnificent. Look, they got rid of the Aztec temple that they used to put on the back of it. Who needs that? Nobody needs the giant bumblebee stinger that they used to put on the back of this, right? Nobody needs it. Combat Troodon, amazing, incredible. I'm such a huge fan. Now, the Hera, which, to be honest, is absolutely my favorite design. Fires just as hard as the Combat Troodon. I love this design. I love this size. I think this is potentially the most beautiful OTF that they've ever released. The Hera 2 is a much larger Hera. This guy's at least 9¼ inches. But something I've noticed, and I also heard at least one other person say that they have also noticed this. I want to see if I can have it happen on camera, and I'm just being honest here. Yeah, it happened right away. Now, this is most likely, I'm guessing, either a latch issue or some of the spring deadening gunk that they put on the inside has probably collected in a bad place. Here we go. Let's see how many fires I can get. And it happened again. Now, earlier today, I got 50 deployments in a row where it didn't do it. And it was right after I sprayed it down with REM oil. So that tells me it's a lubrication issue. And that gives me kind of an idea that maybe there's something collecting where it shouldn't collect. So it is most likely something that can be remedied. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Right after it was like 10 minutes after I experienced it, I had somebody comment on my Instagram post saying, I'm having recoil failure, there it is again, on my Hera 2. So maybe they're gunking, there it is again. Maybe something's getting gunked up where it shouldn't be. There it is again. Wow, 3 times in a row. So I love the Hera 2 design. I think it's great. There's something potentially, maybe it's just with mine and this one other guy's. But I am going to talk with Microtech, their rep, and just say, hey, this is happening. You guys should be aware of it. This was literally just tonight. I noticed it maybe 3 hours before the stream. But listen, I want to be clear with you guys. Don't do that thing where people are like, oh, and they freak out on so. Don't do that. It's probably a simple fix. Microtech is not a company that's known for just letting stuff like that go. I am certain that it's something simple, so let's just wait and see. It's probably not a big deal. Listen, if the chassis is similar to the Combat Troodon, they clearly have one that works just fine. This has never failed, and I've been carrying this thing. That is going to be I've never wanted to EDC a large OTF so badly. This Combat Troodon is absolute fire. It is amazing. Please don't change. You mean please don't stop screaming? Do you guys like it when I yell abruptly? Like you guys are trying to doze off to me? I know people tell me they put me on like the Weather Channel when they're trying to sleep. And then I yell. You know what people do. You know what people do. I'll tell you. I didn't realize it at the time, but the most miserable I ever was in my mid-20s, and I found that I was hypercritical of everything. There was a time in my life where everything that I saw, I just immediately was like, here's why that's stupid. I would see a Doritos commercial, and I'm like, that's stupid. I would see, some new product, and I'm like, that's stupid. I would hear a song and be like, that's stupid. Everything was stupid. Ask yourself, is that the position you're in? I got a weird sense of stimulation out of that, out of being hypercritical of everything. And it took me a little bit to realize, oh my God, I am super miserable. And honestly, it wasn't even in the moment. It wasn't until I got to a point where I started seeing things glass half full and I tried to change that part. Looking back, realizing now, I was just really, really miserable. And I look at social media and I look at comment sections and stuff, and I'm like, man, all these people, the people that are the quickest to get their pitchforks out, I'm like, that's exactly who I was. Just being extremely hypercritical of everything and immediately wanting to crap on everything. Hey, if you're there, my heart goes out to you. Life will get better. It will. It's easy. It's easy to be hypercritical of everything. It's lazy to be hypercritical of everything. And I know you don't want me preaching to you, but I'm telling you, that might be where some people are at. Get out of it. I still do it. I say, hey, but listen, I try to be fair. I try to be fair with my criticism. I like to joke around and make fun of things, but I also like to see the bright side, you know? And I had to force myself to do that. But, you know, like when you click on somebody's like profile and you look at their comment history and it's just all negative? I see that. Like, I see accounts where I go back and look at their comment history. If you guys didn't know that, you can do that. And you can look at it. So I ask you that. Those of you who are hyper negative all the time, we can see that. We can see how consistently hyper negative, you know, and that, like, I look at that and I'm like, man, it's a bummer. That person's got to be miserable. AJ Penn, thanks for joining Knights Around Knights Razor Swords for AJ. Enjoy the badges and Excalibur emojis. You just want me to yell? It's over 9,000! Like that? Every time I end a live stream, my wife is like, what were you yelling about? Why are you yelling? I can hear you. I went back and forth with DBK because Dutch Bushcraft Boys, I was commenting on their post about social media, like censoring knife content. And I said I want to share my experience, and I told them about being demonetized twice. This is under a video. You can see my comment under there, and they're really cool. And it was a serious comment. I said this is what I dealt with. You know, weirdly, Instagram has left me alone. And they were like, thanks for replying. It said like champ or legend, and I was like, oh, that's so flattering, like, because the way that I view DBK is they're legendary. And so I joked and I was like, you guys know your power level's way higher than mine, because I knew they were DBZ fans, and so they started going back and forth with me, and it was really funny. It's kind of surreal to interact with them that way, but they were really funny and cool about it in the comments. So shout out to Dutch Bushcraft Boys for playing around with me in the comments. That was really funny. Love that channel. Love that channel. Everything they do is just gold, man. So good. I watch their videos and I'm like, man, my channel sucks. It sucks. I could never do this. Like, their production level is so good. Hey, 567 of you. What's going on? So we have, I'll update chat. We have 4 knives left to give away tonight. What's left in the pouches is still a mystery, but I know for sure the 2, because you guys drew all the premium knives so early, I kept putting more in there. But these last 2 premium knives that I put in there, you guys haven't drawn yet. So they're still in there, and I got 4 left. So here's what I'm going to do to make it fair. There's going to be 2 winners tonight. Michael Ladd, welcome to Knights Around. Excuse me. To make it fair, I'm going to separate, I'm going to peek in the pouches off camera, and I'm going to separate the premium knives from the non-premium knives and do 2 groups. So if you win, if your name is drawn, you'll select, the first person who draws will select 1 from the non-premium group and 1 from the premium group, still in mystery pouches, of course. And that way, both winners will get a premium knife. I feel like that's the fairest way to do that. That way, one winner doesn't win both, and the other one's like, oh, great. You know, I mean, everything in there is cool, but I want it to be fair. So that's how I'm going to do it. Yeah, I feel like that's the right way to do that. We're on that slow crawl to 400K. That I was riding the wave of that one YouTube short that was just like getting crazy views all last month, and it finally died. And that's what shorts do. They die and they come back to life. And the ones that come to life generate a crap load of. So now the channel was gaining like 1,000 subs a day, and now it's down to like 350 or so a day, which is fine. I'm very grateful for that. But it's going to be a slower crawl to 400K. The reason I'm telling you this is that's kind of what I was saying a couple of live streams back, is that it might slow down. And when we do the 400K, this is actually perfect. I was dreading the idea of having to do this right before Christmas. Ideally, we would do this slightly after Christmas, and that's how it worked out. So the channel will likely hit 400,000 subscribers slightly after Christmas. and then you know, we can do that. We can party. Cause I got a lot of cool stuff. I know, right? 200K feels like yesterday. It's insane. Absolutely insane. But you know what's more insane is the pile of knives that I put together for you guys. I can't wait to show you. I can't wait for you guys to see the stuff I'm giving away. Oh man, I went for it. I went for it this time. Got some cool stuff. Rickard gifted a membership. Thank you very much, Rickard. Appreciate that. Imagine I reveal and I'm like, it's 20 open L's. Honestly, I think that would be kind of a funny way to sell it. Like if I joked and like put out a dead serious video and I was super excited and I just revealed 20 identical open L's and said nothing and just let people go nuts with that. And then revealed later like, nah, I'm kidding. Man, I should have done that. That would have been really funny. Just dead. You guys would know, though. I know, like, there'd be some people who were pissed and confused, but I know that so many people would know, like, this is 100% a joke. I mean, hey, it's still 20 open L's. That wouldn't... I mean, that would still cost me... What would that cost me? How much does an open L cost? That cost me close to $300, right? I know. Okay, you guys want to know the blue and gold knife. This is really cool. So this is a tiny integral called the Cicada. Excuse me. That was a very gaseous. I feel like I just burped the entire mass of Saturn. Okay, so this is the Cicada, and it's made by Reate. It's an integral, beautiful gold and blue anno. It's very interesting. You cannot. It looks like you would be able to front flip it. You can't because this button lock right here. At first, I thought it was an automatic. It's not. You push this down, and this is how it releases. So once you push this, then you can release the blade, which looks like it's a dagger ground blade, but it's not. It's got a false edge up here, and it's got the primary edge here. So it is a button lock knife. I believe it's a plunge lock, but you cannot unlock it. You can't get the blade to deploy without pushing that button first. So it's kind of a gravity knife, kind of. But it's made unbelievably well. This is unbelievably well made. It is unreal. And yeah, we have M390. These are limited. I think they're $250, which is, yeah, it's a lot of money. But it's, I mean, look at the work on this. Titanium, anodized titanium. Little button lock there. It goes away. Oh, silly little thing. But God, so beautiful. Man, Reich is insane. I have two of these. I'm keeping the gold one, but I will give the other one away. The other one is kind of a, it's like a gray body with gold highlights. Here, I'll just get it out. So the one that I'll eventually give away, I'm not giving it away tonight, but the one that I'm eventually going to give away is this one. And some of you, I think, will actually like this more. Will be this. I think, honestly, in some ways, I think this one looks even cooler. But it's the same deal. Just have gold wings and gray. I just really wanted to keep the shiny one, but this one I will do a giveaway on. Yeah, everybody said I like that one better. All right, well, perfect. That works out. It comes with a chain if you want to wear it as a neck knife, I guess. Oh no. Sorry, there's so much stuff in here. It's really cool. I love whoever is designing for Reich is just bonkers, man. Absolutely nuts. You do like it better. Good. All right, well, that's fine. Well, you can have that one. I'll have this one, all right? The Cicada. It is really cool. It's such a silly, gimmicky little knife, but man, they went so hard with that thing. Yeah, it does look like a little scarab. Super cool, man. Like, the amount of detail in that is just bizarre. Copied EDZ opening method. You mean the button that releases the blade? It's really hard for me to invest in the word copied there. I mean, it's cool. You think what you want. But without even knowing what you're talking about, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree. You think the knurled top is a copy of what? I mean, before you even tell me, I can confidently say that whoever you're talking about did not come up with the knurled top. Knurled top is pretty common. Haven't been here for a while, but your channel sucks. Oh man. I appreciate you stopping in to tell me that. Oh my god. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh my god, it made my night. Oh man, that's great. Okay. I'm sorry, there was a question there and I totally missed it. Oh man. Oh god, I'm crying. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, what? God dang it. Somebody asked a question about a knife and I cannot remember what it was. Okay. The short butts knife. Yeah, no, we were talking about this earlier. And what is the name of this? I forget. It's the one, it's CJRB's bug out, essentially. It's just, it's got the opening hole. What is this? Excuse me. Hectare. There we go. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's going to be a super inexpensive bug out. That's all it is. No, it's not the pyrite. Hectare. God. Oh, so good. Coleslaw is life. How dare you? Jason Lee Dickey. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate that. How are the new Microtechs? They're good, but if you go back, I'm not going to do it again. This one, I'm having a little bit of issue with bounce, like the thing. And again, I'm chalking it up to something like it's not latching in the closed position. Probably gunk. That's probably what it is. But I'm going to talk with Microtech about it. The new LUDT and the new Combat Troodon are perfection. They're gorgeous knives. Did you design a new logo for your knife? No, you know, I tossed that around, and this is my thought process with my knife. I tossed around having like my logo on it. I tossed around the idea of putting a unique logo on it. And then I thought, you know what? That goes against everything that I get upset about when I look at other designs. And I always say I think it's okay for the designer or the manufacturer to put their name on it. But I just love a clean aesthetic. I just love a clean aesthetic that's not gunked up with anything. So my design is going to have essentially no branding on it. And the idea is that if you know, you know. Like I feel like I shouldn't need to put branding on it. The goal is to make something that's really beautiful and awesome and something that knife enthusiasts like, something that people who use knives want to use. And the logo is just I don't want to mess it up with a logo. Graham says, I'm going to win. You might. Thanks for donation. Just imagine it's just laser engraved as my face. It's just ruining the front scale. No, I know there's a few people I know might want the MC logo on it. Maybe we'll do something on the inside. How about that? Little secret, little MC logos on the inside. Would that be okay? Would you guys be okay with that? Maybe if we can work that in, I might do something on the inside of the scale where you guys don't have to stare at it all the time. This song slaps. I agree. Yeah, little MC Easter egg. I'll personally lay an egg in each MC knife. Bring out the tiger. Yeah, Reate surprised me with 4 tigers today. 4. Now I can't make any promises here. I was very surprised that they sent me 4 tigers, because those are not cheap knives. I need to have a little discussion with Reate to make sure that they are wanting me to keep these. And in the event that they want me to keep them, you guys will absolutely reap the benefits. Now I have 4, and you'll have to let me keep 1 if that's okay. But I will give the other 3 away if I'm allowed to do that. So I've got 2 out here. Apparently, only a few of them were made in diamond texturing. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think this is the one that I would personally want to keep for myself. This is a nested liner lock titanium frame with contoured diamond textured titanium faux bolster. We have a compound recurve Tanto clip point, I guess. Beautiful, crazy backspace. I mean, golly, it's almost like, imagine the Hinder or Emmett was a folding knife. Big burly boy at 8.5 inches. And then we have, some people are going to find this other one a little more beautiful. Hold on. Hello, it's LEDC like EDC, you know, BBK Jaeger V3. There's a lot of rhyming in there. Thanks for donation. I have been looking at those. I will see if I can get a hold of one to review at least. This other one here is in the marbled carbon fiber and has a zircotai pivot collar. Very cool either way. I also have one with pinstriped tie and, excuse me, lava fat carbon. But the Tigers are incredible. Now, these carbon fiber boys get a bit expensive, but just the regular titanium ones come in at like $365, $370, something like that. Not bad for a big, burly, contoured Reate. The custom it's based on is available at Crane's Cutlery for $7,000. So there you go. I do too. I love the grinds. I'm glad you guys still like this music. It's three different NES playlists, and the total, if you go back, like the individual songs, they total 6 hours. I've been using the same 3 playlists for a while, and I just love this music. Eventually, I'll get over this, but this is what I'm into right now. And it seems like people like this. They like the tavern music, right? So I'm just keeping going what people like. I would definitely play more metalcore, but I always get copyright strikes for that. So the new LUDT is very cool, man. I think this new LUDT is definitely better looking than the old one. And I love that they didn't increase the price just because they changed the model. They're keeping the prices. In fact, I saw the new Combat Troodon under 500. So it looks like they're keeping the prices essentially the same, which is really cool. I mean, they're already pricey, but at least they didn't go up. But this is gorgeous. The clip is too long on this. It's too long. But everything else on this knife is just perfection. And look at this. Let me show you guys something else. The Combat Troodon now has Torx. Oh, God. And they eliminated 2 screws because this back screw holds in the pocket clip. This new Combat Troodon is like, it's about as perfect as it gets. And I showed this earlier. Look how easy it is to deploy. I'm doing this with my index finger. This is so good. It is so good. And they sacrificed 0 firing power. This thing fires, man. It is so good. It also, I was really shocked at how good the factory edge was. I'm going to slice with this thing. I just expect knives like this to like be... I'm chopping at this. I'm chopping! I'm chopping at the paper with this... I'm chopping! That's nuts, man. It's honestly, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not gonna slice like an open, no, but it's, I mean, their factory edge is, at least on this, really impressive. Does the center cutout weaken the blade at all? If you pry with it, probably. But I mean, the amount of the amount of force that would be required to break that blade, and what you would have to do, like you'd have to be so over the line. You would have to be so far into the territory of I should probably be using a different tool that there's no excuse for it. So if you're cutting with the knife and you're doing what you're supposed to do with the knife, you're going to be fine. And even beyond that, you're still going to probably be okay. But if you're trying to like, I mean, what are you going to do with it? You know? You'd have to be prying exactly on that spot, and you'd have to be applying so much force to it. You'd have to know, like, this is probably not what I should be doing, you know? You like that hinder? That's one of my rarest hinderers. That's the MEFP. That's a CPM 3V Gen 6 Monkey Edge frag. But I have removed the frag scale and applied a matching Battle Black full titanium scale. That is that's quite the rare piece of equipment there, ladies and gentlemen. That is that's an expensive hinderer. I had to hunt down these pieces, well, this piece, but I still have the frag scale somewhere, I have no idea. But yeah, that's a 3V XM18. Definitely cool. That's a prized piece. Wait, what did this guy say? Once again, we lonely knife nerds spending a lonely Friday night drooling over a rare chance to win a cool knife. I mean, like, but isn't this fun? Like, even if, listen, I feel like a lot of people are just here to win. But also I know that there's a huge chunk of you who are just here to hang out, because you know that it gets a little weird. I start screaming. You know, I say things that could potentially get me demonetized. That's why you're here, right? I tell myself that. I understand I am holding you guys captive until I draw a knife, and the population does drop off after I, draw. But I'm hoping that people who drop in for the first time go, I'm here to win a knife. But then maybe afterwards they go, you know what? This is kind of fun. Maybe I'll come back next time, even if I don't win, you know? I try to make it fun. I try to make it weird. I feel like it's me getting distracted, and the chat, you guys are all collectively trying to keep me on track. Like, I get off on weird tangents, and you're like, oh boy, here we go. Boys, it's time. You guys all, like, come together like the Power Rangers, and you guys all summon the Zords at the same time. It's one big collective effort to, like, bring down, whatever Rita has summoned. This horrible monster that, like, won't stay on track, and you guys all pin me down and beat the shit out of me until I get... until I just start talking about knives again. There's a fixed blade up there. You guys want to see the Demco again? I took one look at this and I said, yep, that's it. The Demco USA made free reign in Magna Cut. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Look at that polish on that. USA made Demco fixed blade goodness. My goodness. Excuse me. Isn't that just beautiful? Rubberized, diamond textured scales. Golly. 5-inch blade. 187 thousandths. That is a do-it-all kind of fixed blade, right? I mean, I know it's not the longest blade in the world, but man, talk about versatility. I don't have to be a bush wizard to know. I don't have to be a level 100 bush wizard who's spec'd completely into bush, 250 points into bushcraft. I don't have to be that type of wizard to know that this is a versatile blade. Huh? I feel like even the bush lords in chat can tell me, yeah, you know, as a level 100 bush lord who has spec'd purely into the bush tree. Oh, that was a perfect pun. I feel like you would agree with me, right? Level 100 bush lords. Let's hear your thoughts on this, huh? I feel like, I mean, truthfully, I just really like how it looks. I mean, I'm never going to use this knife to its full potential. I'm not sure how I feel about the sheath, but that's okay. But I just really like how it looks. Those bush beaters are always beating around the bush. But that's how they level up. That's how they level up. That's how they get those skill points. They beat around the bush all day. Rick says bathroom break coming up. You know me. You know me. He's a regular. He's got it timed. He's betting. He said... he said 7:40 he's going to the bathroom. You guys can bet with each other. Sure, go ahead. Takanoob, thanks for the donation. Happy holidays, MC. Tell us, if Coleslaw were a fantasy villain, what would it manifest as? And what would slay it? Hope the rest of the year is great. Coleslaw would manifest as Ursula from The Little Mermaid. That is the most heinous looking, horrible. Ursula is awful. And arguably the most powerful Disney villain outside of Maleficent. I'm honestly not sure. A dragon with the powers of hell, or a sea serpent octopus Karen hybrid who has acquired the powers of Poseidon. She robs Poseidon of the trident and makes a maelstrom. I went back and watched that movie with my kids and I was like, oh my God, the power. This is insane. It's horrible, horrible power. It's unreal. But I 100% would be defeated with chili dogs. Chili dogs are a great food, and coleslaw is an awful food. I'm certain that I could defeat the evil that is Ursula coleslaw hybrid with chili dogs, most likely. Look, come on. Ursula is the queen, Karen. Huge Sonic fan. Sonic's got it right. He likes chili dogs. I'm like, I get that, man. He turned Supersonic for the first time in the movies, and what does he do? He summons a chili dog. That's the first selfish request he makes to the universe. He summons a chili dog. I can identify with that. I feel like I might also summon a chili dog right away. I'm not sure what to do yet with all this power. Give me a chili dog to think it over, right? Can someone tell me what time the drawing will be? An estimate is fine. Sometime between now and 3 hours. Not 3 hours. Sometime kind of soon. It's towards the end. But what I like to do is hold everybody here and crack jokes about maybe now, maybe not. I always do the live streams towards, or the giveaways towards the end. I like to joke around, but that's what I'm doing. No, I haven't drawn anybody yet. But listen, before you leave, just understand, you have to be live and able to communicate in chat. It's live participation required. So if you leave, that's okay. But you got to be here when I draw. Because if you're not, you got 2 minutes and I go on to the next person. That's a fair, open warning to everybody who's here right now. That's how it works. And if you're a regular, you know that's how it works. I am not known for changing things. I like to keep things the same. Hence the lack of any technology outside of a cheap camera mount and my phone. And the audio is coming purely from my laptop. I don't even have StreamYard. I have 400,000 subscribers and I don't have StreamYard. I don't like to change things. So just know, it's strict. I mean, it's not that strict. Truthfully, I make plenty of exceptions, but yeah, that's how it works. I'm always happy to hear people say don't change, because truthfully, the channel is built on not changing for the most part. I've altered things for the benefit of my community when it's within the parameters of something that I like to do. But I don't, sometimes I respond sarcastically and aggressively to people and I say, I don't take commands from tourists. And I mean that. As mean as that sounds, sometimes I say that to people. I say, I don't take commands from tourists, because it's like, man, if you're just like waltzing in here telling me how to do things, you're not going to get very far. Longtime viewers and collectively a lot of feedback says, hey, you should maybe consider changing this. Of course. Yeah, I don't take new people commands very well. And the channel has grown and been built on that. And I like to think that the reason that this channel is successful is because I've chosen a way to do things and I've stuck to it. And I try to please the people that I feel like are going to come back and watch this type of content because they think the same way as me. I've tried to build a community here, and I like the people who are here regularly, and I want to cater to those people, not sudden newcomers who think that everything should be catered to, their perspective. So I hope that translates. I mean that in the best way possible. Balcusiculus? Why? I can't even read that. Thanks for your donation. That's very kind. Hey, MC, love your videos. Fiance gave me a $600 knife budget for Christmas. Holy crap! She got my first sub $500 knife. She got an EXO. Dude, if you have a $600 knife budget, honestly, and you've budgeted, for it, get as close as you can to the max budget and get the knife that you want. And I feel like the people in chat will parrot that. That's a bad term, but I feel like you'll hear that from chat as well. Get the nicest knife you can with the bulk of that budget. You'll appreciate it. And if you buy 2 knives with that, you'll always think, oh, I could have gotten a nice knife. Get the nice knife if that's your budget. GTA 6 thoughts? Also, are you playing right now? I've stopped playing Diablo because I'm not super interested in the event right now. I'm thinking of going back to Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I still have Final Fantasy 16 to finish. I still have God of War 2 to finish. I still have Baldur's Gate 3 to finish. So I have a lot of choices. I'm kind of taking a break from video games right now. I like to play pretty hard for a while, and then I like to take like 2 to 3 months off. It helps me reset. My adult brain cannot handle that much video games, like just not that much all the time. I went pretty hard into this season of Diablo, and I got everything, including Harlequin Crest, and I maxed out a character in a video game, and I was like, all right, I did it. I'm going to take a break. So that's kind of where I'm at. You guys love giving me crap about coleslaw, man. Ever since I regret mentioning that. You guys just love... I get DMs now. People just send me pictures of coleslaw. People just... If you want to jump on that train, sure. Just know that's totally not inappropriate. I mean, I get 10 pictures a day in my DMs on Instagram. Just people just send me pictures of coleslaw with no context. So thanks for that. Have any knife investment videos? I mean, kind of. I talk about when things are rare. I talk about when things are likely to retain value or go up. I had a big argument with a guy who was like, knives don't go up in value. And then we went back and forth for a bit, and he changed his statement to, knives are not a good investment versus like it's not a good like investment portfolio. And I was like, that's not what you said. You just said knives don't go up in value. And it was just somebody like changing their argument. And I was like, what? Do you think that my channel is like me suggesting that people invest all their money in knives and then expect to flip them at like an old age for a retirement plan? Like, that's stupid. I actually was pretty mean to this guy. I was like, you're stupid. What you said was stupid. What you tried to backpedal on was stupid. This is stupid. Have a great stupid life, idiot. I was kind of mean. I'm going to be honest with you. I was kind of mean to that guy. I just thought, I was like, man, I hate that. Like, stick to your original statement. Don't try to change it and evolve it, like, as the discussion continues. But, on that note, Paul, some knives do rapidly increase in value. Then it goes down, then it goes up. I mean, it's much more versatile than that. It's not a good idea to wrap all your money up in knives. Buy what you like, and hey, if they end up being worth more money at the very end of things, and you go, 10, 20, 30 years down the road and you decide, hey, I'm done with knives, I'm going to just sell these, and you make a profit, then great. I wouldn't live to flip. I think that's a hard road, but, do what you want to do. You have $2,000 to spend on some good edge tools. What do you recommend? Look at Herman. Definitely. Look at South African custom knife makers. There's so many. $2,000 will buy you one of the nicest South African custom knives you can imagine. That would be my honest recommendation for $2,000. Herman or some of the most prestigious South African custom knife makers out there. And there's like a whole guild, man. Like, there's so many makers. Oh no, an ad. I can actually get copyright strike for ads, which is a hilarious irony. I want State Farm to copyright strike me for that ad. Artisan Satir or Migron Marrow or Arma. Well, that's hard because the Satir and Arma are in two different categories. Depends on what you like. I mean, like if you want like a really nice, like really well polished EDC knife, like the Satir is one of the best values of the year. But if you're into big, aggressive, overbuilt knives, then the Arma is definitely the way to go. The Migron Marrow, I'm not familiar with. Migron has a gigantic, and I mean gigantic, surprise for everybody. I can't ruin it. Migron is cooking up quite the brew. I've been in extensive discussions with them on their next big release, and it's a big release. So, Aaron, not Aaron. Hey, what's up, man? It's been a while. Shout out to ZT/Kai. They sent me a replacement pocket clip for my 0562 for free. That's awesome. Very cool. Nice to hear. Next live streams, you should only have your worst/ugliest knives on the table. That is a really funny idea. Man, I love that idea. I think I might actually take you up on that. Hold on. I am legitimately going to write that down. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to keep this right here, right next to my table. Terrible handwriting. So that I know it's a good idea. Yeah, I'll do it. Whoever bet 740, you were 15 minutes off. I got to take my bathroom break now. Part of the reason for people concerned, like, why is it so... It's such perfectly timed with every live stream. He always has to do this. I'll tell you why. Here's why. I go a very long time without eating between, like, 2 o'clock and, especially on Fridays. I don't eat anything from like 2 or 3 o'clock all the way up till about 11 o'clock at night. And it's because I know that I'm going to drink beer. And beer has a lot of carbs in it. So I have to adjust my daily caloric intake. I'm on a diet. I'm trying to stay in shape. So it's already ironic with the beer thing. But if I'm going to consume that many calories in terms of beer, I don't want to consume excess calories in terms of food. Well, this makes it really hard for my system to absorb the fluid. So I'm just taking on fluids. I don't eat until later, and I eat healthy later, and I eat before I go to bed, which is counterproductive. But it all helps out the next day. And so what happens is it's just fluids from like 2 o'clock until now. So it doesn't take long for me to have to go. Nobody cares. I'll see you guys in a second. I have to go to the bathroom. Shut up. I'll be right back. All right. Now we're good for the rest of the stream. There are over 1,000 people in here. That's awesome. We got just a little over half an hour to go here, and we got 1,000 people in here. That is great. Remember, tonight's live stream is live participation required, which means I'm putting on my radio voice. Did you guys know I used to work in radio? Which means you need to be live, present in chat, able to communicate. It's a skate or die song. We gotta fast forward. If your name is drawn, you have to be live and present in chat in order to claim your prize. So what I'm saying is, don't leave. What does MC use for a poop knife? That's private, okay? You're entering private property there with that question. It's really funny. Whenever I go to the bathroom, I stand there and I'm thinking, there's 1,000 people just waiting. I'm just going pee, and I just have to I gotta do it, you know? And I've just gotten used to it. You guys have gotten used to it, you know? Ego trip. It's not really an ego thing. It's just more of like a familiarity thing. I know that the people in... I mean, you can't run a channel without developing a little bit of an ego, but I try to keep that in check. Realistically, the psychology behind it is, I know the people who are here in chat, and I see so many of the same names. I just know that people know, and it kind of makes it funny, you know? The reason I do these live streams so often is to regularly communicate. I feel like if I ran the channel and never did the live streams and never communicated with people, I feel like my ego might fly out of control. I mean, I'm a human being. We're all capable of it. And so part of the reason I do the live streams is so that I get to communicate. I mean, I can't talk with you guys in person, which would be much better. But I feel like being able to read chat and communicate with you guys is really good for the human part of me, who's so plugged in and logged in all the time. And I'm so like constantly just bound to the internet. I want the closest thing to human interaction with this channel that I can get, and this is it. The live streams are so important to me for that reason. Warp Division says K anyways. All right, okay, all right. I hear you. The chat flies when we get a lot of people in here. He uses the black shovel knife. I feel like that's an insult, but I'm not sure exactly why. I'm not sure exactly why. What are you you trying to say exactly? Who's a spammer? I don't see anybody spamming. Somebody spamming? Nah, ain't nobody spamming. Everybody, the live streams are pretty cool. I can't believe I don't need moderators, but we really don't. I mean, we had that one guy earlier. What did he say? He might have been joking. Like if he was, it was hilarious. And if he wasn't, it was if he wasn't joking, it was also hilarious. What did he say? He popped in and he was like, he said, I haven't been here in a while, but your channel sucks. Oh my God. Oh man. It's just so beautifully phrased. Oh man, that's so funny. What is the bottom second from the right? Is he still here? I'm curious if he's still here. Bottom second from the right. This is a weird one. This is the Sleipner, which is, so the hole is, he created like a custom belt buckle, and the hole attaches to it. And everybody in the short kept telling me you're supposed to put your finger in there. Yeah, that's not really comfortable. And to be honest with you, my finger just got stuck. It's for the belt buckle. You can, I'm not going to tell you guys that that's really comfortable. I mean, like, as human beings, we feel like we have to put our fingers in holes. I don't know why we're so poorly evolved in that way. But I think that's imaginary, that this creates more control. It's just discomfort. I think the knife has plenty of control like this or like this. But hey, if you buy this and you want to put your finger in it, in the privacy of your own home, then you knock yourself out, man. I mean, you paid for it. Go ahead. Yeah, I figured that would get everybody riled up. Fireborn, welcome to Knights Around Knights. Raise your swords for Fireborn. On that note, time to get a sandwich, guys. It's time for shameless plug of my Patreon and all of that stuff. If you've ever wondered, this MC guy sure seems to get a lot of free stuff, and he has a Patreon. What does he need Patreon for? I'll tell you exactly what I use it for. At this point, I've made all my patrons well aware of this, and everybody who's on a live stream. I talk about this every week. This channel, is obviously working just fine. So at this point, if you decide you want to become a Patreon or a Patreon supporter and support this channel, you will gain access to a whole bunch of stuff. And you can do that with the cheapest tier at $1 a month. You'll gain access to once a week Patreon exclusive content. Not really that interesting, but I do provide behind the scenes, updates and stuff. More interesting, private knife sales. Sometimes I sell the stuff that I get. Sometimes I sell my own stuff for massive discounts. I never ever sell anything even close to retail. That's a benefit to patrons. I also do once a month private giveaways on Patreon. So that's constant, and your odds are much better there. And I try to give away really cool stuff. This last time I gave away the ZT, which is actually, the winner was just drawn here today. You'll also gain access to private Patreon chat. You'll also gain access to private Discord. So there's a lot of stuff. You can choose whatever tier you want, but honestly, they're all the same. I made the cheapest tier access to everything. So if you want access to all of that, it's $1 a month. And you can find that right down in the description if you open it up in this very live stream. I think it's the second link. Or if you want to continue to watch my content for free and not do that, that's also fine. You can also join Knights of the Round, which is my membership program. Knights in chat, the people beside with the helmets beside their names in chat, they'll show off the Excalibur emojis. You can support this channel and get your own badge, which will rank up over time, and you'll have your own emojis as well. This is not only in live streams, but it's under every video that I've ever made. If you comment under there, everybody sees your badge, everybody knows what rank you are, and you have fun little emojis that nobody else has. So, all right. You guys get it, right? I got to do that every stream. This is how I pay for it. He probably takes that money and buys knives with it. I absolutely do. I make sure my patrons know that. I will use that money to buy knives, and I will take those knives and create content out of them for you guys to watch for free. That's how this works. Full transparency. Try to make that clear every single live stream so that everybody knows it's exactly how this channel operates. But I do get a lot of my content provided for free from retailers, manufacturers, stuff like that. But you should be able to, I feel like most people know that, but I still got to say it, right? I got to let people know. And that's fine. Like you should know. Everybody should know. There's nothing wrong with asking like how does MC run his channel? That's perfectly fine. Little Mountain says, draw the giveaway in all caps. You settle down there. You settle down there, Steve. I don't know if that's your name. It might be. Won't you just hang tight there. We'll draw soon. You can also pay for YouTube Premium. And I will also get a cut of that. Whether you watch my channel with ads or without ads, YouTube pays me. They pay me a cut of YouTube Premium, and they also pay me a cut of ads. So either way, you can do whatever you want. However you prefer to watch my content is entirely up to you. But this channel will progress. I did not already draw. Don't listen to chat. I did not draw. I haven't drawn anything yet. Don't pay attention to the sounds of clinking aluminum in the background. Pay no mind to the man behind the curtains. I know ads suck, but I mean, like, that's how this, I mean, truthfully, like, ad revenue at this point is like the primary ad revenue and affiliate revenue. That's how this channel runs, man. This channel does not operate without that stuff. I would still upload content with or without getting paid, but the frequency would be much less. There's no way to operate this channel without that, without those things. Like, that's how your favorite channels operate, much the same. Sponsorships, affiliate revenue, ad revenue. That's how it works. Is ProTech a good starter out the side, auto, or another one? ProTech is probably your best bet, especially if you like American autos. I would suggest the TR3 or Rockeye. That's where I would start. But yeah, ProTech is amazing. Rich Campbell, thank you very much. Gifted 10 Metal Complex memberships. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And enjoy those, chat. I'm also going to give away... You know what? I'm going to give away 20. No. Why aren't you letting me select? Oh, you know what? Oh. So listen to this. YouTube is now giving channel creators, I don't know if it's all of us or certain channel creators, every month they give me free memberships to give away. So like I have a bank of memberships that I can just give to you guys. Yeah. So it says you have 10 memberships left to give this month. So I can just gift these for free. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give all of these right now. I'm going to give 5 right away. I'm just going to spend them all right now. It's fine. And if I want to do more, I'll just do more. So there's 5. And then here I'm going to do 5 more. So I'm going to give 5 more. And then I'm going to give away 20 more, and I'm going to pay for them. Here's 20 more from me. Hold on. Yeah. So there's 30 from me. I did the whole month's free budget. So every month YouTube just gives me 10 to give away. And then there's 20 more from me. So congrats to the 30 people who won memberships tonight. Yeah, if you type in chat and there's a little blue helmet beside your name, it means you got a membership. So there you go. Congrats. Show off those emojis. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you guys have... I love giving away memberships, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's beneficial to me, but it's also fun that I can do that. Matt Calder, welcome to Nights Around. Welcome back. He's got the purple helmet. Thank you very much. Okay, it's 7:40, which means it's time to... I've learned that it's a good idea to start clearing the table at 7:40. So what that means is, if you're new, it means I'm about to draw. So if you've been watching chat and they said that I've already drawn, that's just something they say to try to lower the population so the odds are better. But I have not actually drawn yet. So give me a sec here. Let me move these. Oh, here, you know what we should be doing? Shogoroth F95. This was the Midgard's Messer Little Berserker. Strider, everybody's seen the Strider. This is the flipper version of the Chavez 229 in Damasteel and Mokatai. This was the Reate Tiger. Another Reate Tiger. We have the Skiff Fugitive. That's my newest acquisition. Monkey Edge exclusive Hinder. This is the MEFP. It's just got a tie scale on it. This is the PMP. What is this? Beast Prime and 3V. Big boy. CRKT and Hogue. Is it the Redemption? Yeah. The Ken Onion Redemption. Microtech Combat Troodon Gen 3. Microtech Hera 2, which is having some bounce back issues. Yeah, see? A lot of bounce back issues tonight just on the live stream. Hectare. Essentially the CJRB bug out. I mean, it's too close, right? But the Les George ESV. These are available at USA Made Blades in a lot of different configurations. The Reate Cicada, which is essentially a tiny gravity integral. Really cool. Very nearly useless, but cool. The new Microtech LED-T. And then a original Combat Troodon. This is the Signature Series, but the reason I had it out is to demonstrate how much harder it is to deploy the thing. It is way harder to deploy the old Troodon, but they fire with the same power. Yeah, it's way harder. I would say this is legitimately 3 times easier to deploy. The new one. Okay. So here's the 4. Oh, I get a peek at them. That's right. So if you're just joining, I have 4 knives left to give away. 2 of them are premium. That's a premium one. And 2 of them are not. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to have the premium ones over here on this side. These 2 are premium. They're more expensive knives. And then I'm going to have the non-premium knives on the left side. And if you win, you get to choose 1 from the left and 1 from the right. That way, both winners tonight get 1 standard and 1 premium one. I just looked at them, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you win, you're going to be super happy. I forgot what I put in there. The winners are going to be pumped tonight. You guys are going to, oh my gosh, you guys are going to love this. So, here's your 2-minute warning. It's also when I take time to get another beverage. How to enter Metal Complex. If I'm typing in chat, am I entered? No! You fool! I'm kidding. But here's how you enter. Open the description. There's only 1 step. Open the description. It's the very first link. It says, live participation required, enter here. There's a link. Click on that link. It's a short video that goes over the rules. Don't worry. I'm not going to try to sell you a timeshare or any of that crap. You don't have to buy a membership. You don't have to be a patron. You just have to be watching. It's just rules, right? Be 18. Have an address I can ship to in the USA. Leave a PG-rated comment is essentially, that's a synopsis, right? Just follow the instructions on the video. Leave your comment and you're good to go, okay? There's 1,265 people in here right now. I don't want anybody left out. It's very important to me that everybody feels like they have a fair chance, so please do that. Oh boy, what do we got? What do we have? What's in those pouches? What could it be? Oh, there's some spicy stuff. Even the budget stuff is super cool. Oh man, you guys are gonna be pumped. No matter what you win, you're gonna be pumped. It's so cool. That same guy's been asking for the Arch Nemesis all night. You know what? I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do this just for you. I gotta open up the 80 slot here. Hold on. Per the request of the gentleman who's been asking for the Arch Nemesis all night, here it is. The crown jewel of the collection, my #1 most cherished knife. The legendary, sharp by design, fully USA made, custom titanium arch Nemesis with fully dual ground, dual sharpened, compound edges. My God, look at that. That is ridiculous, isn't it? So beautiful. This was my wife's 5-year anniversary gift to me. The best flipper I have ever experienced. Hands down. To give you a close-up so you can see what you want to see. Look at that perfection. God bless it. I feel like the chat slowed down because everybody was just like nose to the glass. That thing really is like that is crown jewel collection worthy for any collector. If you can get your hands on an arch Nemesis, my goodness. Rewarding spammers? No, it's all right. I saw that comment like 4 times. He wasn't spamming. He was just asking the same. I mean, like he's trying to do what everybody else is doing. Like if you want me to show something, like I get it. It's kind of hard to. It's already hard enough to get my attention. You know, because I'm talking about things that nobody cares about, and you guys are just collectively trying to get me to focus. All right, we have maybe 10 minutes left, so I think it's time. Let's fire up the iPad. We'll put it right in the middle. This is going away. You got to do this. Link in the description. It's your last chance. You gotta open up that link and leave a comment. Again, you don't have to pay anything. There's always people saying, "Oh, he's just trying to get you to buy something." I see that every now and then. You don't have to buy anything. It's free. Okay. So here's well, let's reload this because I use this for Patreon. Oh, I have to log in. Hold on. I have to log in. Give me a sec. There we go. All right, here we go. There we go. Okay. So, here's the page. It's commentpicker.com, third party. Let's reload it so it's a fresh page. Go right here. We're going to paste the link. We don't have the link because I didn't copy it. Hold on, we'll do all that again. Sorry. Okay, now we got the link. Okay, so here we are back to the page. We're going to reload it again. Fresh page. We're going back to the field here. We're going to paste that. Here you go. There's the link. You can type it in. Make sure it actually goes to the video that you left a comment under. Pause the video and do that if you need to. Filter duplicate users. We're going to scroll down here. We're going to click Get YouTube Comments. Judging by the population here, I'm going to guess there's probably around 1,500 comments. $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, 1,475. That's pretty good. So with the population being about 100 less than that, it's pretty good odds that the winners are in here right now. So we're going to pick 2. The first winner tonight, and again, they have to be live and participating in chat, which I love. That adds to the authenticity of it. First winner tonight. LJ7691. Here for the giveaway. That is all. That's fair. We're looking for a gray LJ who clearly did not expect to win tonight. Please be in here. These are the kind of people I want to win because you can tell they just don't. It's just kind of a throwaway entry because they're not 100% sure that it's authentic. There he is right there. He says, that's me. He is here. Yes. LJ is here. And his world has been changed. Maybe he thought this was real all along. I don't know. I just like to think that maybe he was like, there's no way. Yeah, LJ, it's you, bud. So here's the thing. You get to choose one from the left and one from the right. So obviously, pouch 1, pouch 2, pouch 1, pouch 2. I need 2 numbers. Either a 1 and a 2 and another 1 and a 2. So chat, please slow down. Slow down for me and let LJ type here. Give me 2 numbers, a 1 and a 2, and another 1 and a 2. Love it. I hope you return 1 and 2. I hope LJ, I hope you come back, man. Like, this is why I do this. I want people who are just here for the giveaway to go, you know what? Maybe I'll come back next time. He wants 1 and he wants 2. So this one's safe. This is your budget pick. What's big? It's the Vosteed. I'm pretty sure this is a gator. This is a big frag. I think it's micarta, blue micarta, and it's in 14C28N. Huge liner lock, flipper, and front flipper. Pretty sweet knife, honestly. Pretty cool. So there's your budget pick. Now for your premium pick, what did you win? Oh, he got it. The Kunwu DLC Django in polished DLC L-Max. And of course you have the Magma. I think this is like a Magma carbon fiber G10 combination. Yeah. So that's yours, bud. Very cool. Did you guys watch the video where he took the... I'm not going to do it because it's a brand new knife, but he showed how strong the DLC on this was. He took a bit and scratched it into the blade and just wiped it off. It's totally fine. This is a legitimate, like, full-on hardcore DLC. Beautiful, beautiful knife. So, congratulations. These 2 are yours. Now, I'm going to be shipping close to Christmas, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take requests from the people who email me. And by the way, to the winner, you absolutely must email me your full name, your shipping information, and please, this is important, the exact 2 knives that you want. This helps make things go really smooth, right? So email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Now, also, in that email, I want you to tell me, would you like me to ship before Christmas while it's really crazy, or would you like me to wait until after Christmas? It is entirely up to you, and to be honest with you, I got your back either way. But I want you to tell me what you want me to do. You won. These are your knives now, so it's your property. You tell me what you're comfortable with, and I will do what you want me to do. But these are yours. They will come with the original packaging. I know that I have it for the Kunwu. I might not have it for this guy, but if I have it, I have it, right? Both knives are brand new, untouched, all that. So let's put these away. I want to keep them nice and clean, of course. But those are yours. Okay, now it's time to draw the second winner here. We kind of have to move quick because I like to spend time with people a little bit after the live stream, but it's going to be kind of difficult here. I just spit. I hope that was off camera. The second and final winner tonight, who you're not going to have to pick because these are yours. These 2 right here. That's at Ryan Ginger 6243. Sweet deal. We're looking for a blue R. Chat, slow down and let Ryan make himself known. Blue R. Hold on, give him a sec. Remember Rachel. Remember Rachel. You guys bailed on her and she was here. Is that him? Is that him right there? He said LOL. Is that here? Is that him right there? He says, I'm here. There's no way. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's his name right there. So this is what you're seeing on camera here is his like actual like user identification. And then YouTube sometimes like differentiates that from the actual winner, but there's no mistake. That's him. He's here. Ryan. I'm going to do this part first just so you have it. Ryan, before I pull your knives, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name, your full shipping information, all of that. And whether or not you want me to ship before or after Christmas. Because shipping during Christmas is crazy. Again, don't worry. I'll have your back even if something goes wrong. But just let me know. Again, if you need me to hold that still for a second. There you go. Sorry, I was like, email me. Email me right here at this. Just like look really close. Email me right here. That's all you got to do. All right. So your budget win. Probably the craziest Miguron Valona that I've seen. This is the Valona 2 with the really cool red and black G-Mascus, of course. That's 14C28. And probably one of the coolest budget knives in existence right now. Very cool. Obviously kind of a special edition Miguron Valona. So I'm going to be honest with you. I really wanted to keep this. And I was like, nah, you're being selfish. I have 3 Valonas in my collection. So I decided to give this one away. So that guy's yours. And then the final premium knife. And I honestly forget the name of this one. But this is Miguron's super sleek, stylish, contoured, textured front flipper in M390. Help me out with this. What is this one? It's Acre. Yeah, that's right. It's the Acre. So we have, and it's actually a pretty big knife as well. But we have the titanium Acre front flipper with the titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer. I hope that you are right-handed, because this is definitely a right-handed only knife. But it is a very good example of a front flipper for it being the only means of deployment. They did a great job with this guy. So, and Miguron has told me they do keep up with the 59 to 61, at least industry standard for M390. So that's good. So yeah, there you go. Congrats. He may be handless. I feel like if you don't, even if you don't have hands, I feel like pocket knives are still interesting. He may have developed, you know, and don't even mean this as a joke, because I hear this is actually a real thing. If you don't have hands, your pedidexterity becomes, you have no choice but to invest all skill points into pedidexterity. So maybe he uses his feet, you know. I'm literally not joking. I've heard that that's very real. Yeah. Isn't it? I mean, like, I love this one, but honestly, like, the Valona is kind of like, it's kind of the showstopper here. This Valona is ridiculous. I cannot believe that this is a budget knife. It's really like buying a budget Shirogorov. It's just insane. This knife is absolutely ridiculous. So nice. If you haven't picked up a Valona, use my links or don't use my links. Pick up a Valona. God, these things are so cool, man. So nice. Such a huge, ridiculously premium budget knife. And this black and red Damascus is just sick. The yellow one on the bottom left, that's the Hectare from CJRB. It's essentially a budget bug out. AR RPM 9 and G10 for a very fair price. I think you can only get these on the CJRB or Artisan Cutlery website, but you know, for people who don't want to spend the money on the bug out, but would still like to experience that type of knife, like this is your answer, hands down. The White Mountain has a Hectare. They're always, man, they're always on those budget knives. Oh man, I cannot believe we blew through an hour and a half so fast. I'm always legitimately bummed out to end these live streams. So there will be one, I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. There's always 1 or 2 days out of the year where something's going on where it's just me. And those of you who have been here when it happens, you can vouch for this. Sometimes it's just me. And the kids are doing something, and my wife's doing something, you know, and it's just me. And sometimes at this time, for people who like to hang out, I just keep the live stream going for like another hour, 2 hours. And whenever I can actually do that, I will sit here and just get progressively more weird for hours. Tonight is not that night, though. I sadly do have to leave very, very soon. But when the time calls for it, when I legitimately don't have any other responsibilities, like I would much rather be doing this than sitting and playing video games or watching TV. I would much rather do this. So there will be times where I will sit here and hang out and talk with you guys. So. Do I have any shiny stickers? Yeah, here, I'll actually link that in chat real quick. My sticker store. I do have a sticker store. So I decided to do this a while back. There's like a ton of like really fun, unique stickers here that I created for people who want to buy them. And it's through Redbubble. And I made these as cheap as I possibly could. I mean, I can mark these up if I want through Redbubble, but I made them the cheapest I possibly could through Redbubble. I'm not really interested in profiting off of the stickers, but it's an easy way for people to access these. So that link that I just put in chat, if you're interested in buying MC stickers or just looking at what's available, you can check out that link and pick something up if you want. There's a bunch of fun stuff that I've shown before, a bunch of stuff that you've probably never seen. But if you want stickers, it's in the link in chat right there. And that's always posted in my pinned comment under every upload. It's always there at the bottom. So you guys can check that out if you want. Most of the profit goes right to Redbubble. If you guys buy a sticker, I make like a quarter or something like that. It's like they have to give me a cut, so I just made my cut as low as possible. Let me do a frag sticker. That's a good idea. I'd have my art guy do a frag night helmet. What color should I do? I've got every color of night helmet. Should I do like a coleslaw textured frag night helmet? Oh my god. What an awful abomination of a sticker. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolutely fantastic live stream with, I think, 1,300, 1,400 people live, you know, max capacity in here. That was pretty epic. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for supporting my channel in any capacity, whether you're a patron, a member, somebody who just likes to watch, check in every now and then. Maybe you're that guy who's like, you know, just hates my guts, but he checks in every now and then just to make sure that I know. However you like to enjoy my content, thank you so much for enjoying it. Thank you for allowing me to do this for a living. It is legitimately a dream come true, and I mean that. Live streams are my favorite. So thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being an awesome community. Thanks for being an awesome live population. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.